I mean, you've mentioned you manage yourself, which is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, because so many artists of the stature of where you're at would have a manager, maybe this, a publicist, or this or that, the next thing. I mean,
I
how do
probably
you
should have.
find
I'd probably do a lot better if I did have, but I don't.
how do you find being having that though? How do you find being in that position? Do you enjoy that or do you not enjoy that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I know I'd be in a lot better position if someone was doing everything for me because it can get a bit too much. I do take on too much. I accidentally say yes to things I shouldn't say yes to because I'm just busy doing. If I'm in the studio, I'm in the studio, but I have to reply all the time. I go, oh, go on, then I will do it. And then oh God, and you look at the schedule, and it's like, and a lot of it's for free and for charity events. But sometimes I just haven't got the time to do it, and I've said yes to too many, and I hate things clashing. I hate letting anybody down. Where a manager would do it for all that for me. But I saw an interview with David Bowie, who I absolutely adore now still, and worship, like, not worship, but worship him. It's something about him. It's like, yeah, just any of his words in interviews. I used to really, really listen. And he's the one who said, you don't need a manager, don't get a manager. You get a lawyer to do the legal stuff, you get an accountant to sort your money out that you trust. He just said, you don't need a manager. He's right, can get a PA, you can get a stylist, you can get all those things yourself. You don't
Yeah.
need in I mean, it's great. Some people, bands like we've got Alan McGee. Alan McGee wanted to manage the Mondays. When the job came up, I said to him, I put him forward actually, and he's great for the Mondays. The Mondays need a manager because it's a band, but I don't want a manager that's not right for me, who's not going to give me enough attention because I reply straight away. Managers don't. If somebody was representing me and they took a week to reply to somebody, I'd be really peed off because it looks bad on me. And most of the managers that I have tried out, they're not as on it as I am. They're not as honest as I am, and they're not as devoted to looking after your career, in my opinion. It's all about, oh, I didn't have time to ring him back, or oh, we'll have dinner one day, and and it's like to represent me, you would have to probably be exactly like I am, be at on it all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Where when
for
somebody
sure.
asks me, do you want to do a tune together? I don't want to have to go through a manager. I don't want someone to contact a manager to say they want to work with me, because it might never get, the message may never get to me. Managers don't know how important some people are. Like I hadn't heard of Timmy Trumpet. I look him up. A manager might not do that. A manager who hadn't have heard of him might have gone, oh, I don't think I'm doing a tune with Timmy Trumpet, by the way. He sent me something and I don't think it's going to work, but I'm just saying, for instance, I look at everybody, even like the guys who've made tunes in a bedroom. I'll have a look at it and I'll reply out of courtesy. I probably won't do a tune with someone who's not done anything at the moment because it's going to be, but I do have a little listen. I have listening days where I listen to everything. And then if they've done a tune, if I love that tune, then I'll give it a go if I love it, but I've got to love it. And if they've never had a record out before and they just made it in the bedroom, then I really have to love it. But I wouldn't say no, but I've got to love it. Where there's
Yeah,
other people who've got big names or big deals or whatever, then I do give it more of a listen because they are, they'll change it for you, they'll swap it round, they know how to do it. You're not going to offend them by saying this. Like people say to me all the time, oh, that's not quite right, it's not working for me. Can you do another verse or try another this? And because I've been in it so long, it's not going to break my heart. I just say, rip it apart. I'll redo it. Change anything. I always record my first ideas and send them to producers if I love a tune. If I don't love a tune, it takes me ages. And if it starts to take ages, it's probably not going to work. Yeah, there's some people I've really tried to, I've tried it 4 times. I've tried to get some kind of ideas for a tune because I wanted to work with somebody. But then you do have to say at the end of the day, can you just send me something else? Or we're not going to probably work together because it's not going to work. Because there's nothing, I mean, there's not many tunes I've done that I get embarrassed about or I regret doing. And I want it to stay like that. There's a few I've
yeah.
turned down. What Time Is Love, KLF, somebody offered me that. I think it was the publisher. And I said no. And I should have said yes. There's a few I've turned down because I didn't really like the tune. And that was really stupid. It was number 1 for 9 weeks years ago.